Hello fellow AI art enthusiasts, my name is Thane and in this video, we shall be taking a look at Midjourney SREF codes for graphic novels. We've got 50 of them to look at. There is also a tiny update from Midjourney that is fresh from the oven. You can now mix multiple moodboard codes together, and I guess a reminder that you can also mix the moodboard codes with SREF codes. I'm sure this is an anticipated feature for some of you. But for this video, I have again selected 5 prompts to go through. The prompts this time are Urban Utopia for the landscape aspect ratio images. I could have gone with Dystopia as well, but I thought I would try to be more positive. For the 4 portrait aspect ratio prompts I selected the following short prompts: Masked Vigilante, Alien Invasion, Feral Beast and Lost Traveler. The prompts reflect my personal understanding of what the subject matter in graphic novels could be. Masked Vigilante is for kind of a superhero villain theme. Alien Invasion is for a science fiction theme. Feral Beast adds in some nature elements, but at the same time some ferocious characters and some emotion. And Lost Traveler has some different looking characters entirely. And possibly different environments as well. I do have to mention that I am not too familiar with graphic novels, and I did rely on the help of ChatGPT in the analysis of the suitability of these styles for graphic novels. Please feel free to let me know if you disagree with these assessments, or if you indeed find some styles that you could use if you are looking for styles for graphic novels. And I also have to admit that it was pretty difficult to find these styles. I kind of eyeballed them from all of the SREF styles I have tested, and asked from ChatGPT if the ones I selected were suitable for graphic novels. There weren't too many of them in the first 3,000 SREF codes. But let's see what the ones I did find look like. Number 9. 5. Stylized Monochrome Elegance. Its bold, high-contrast visuals and dramatic flair make it a standout choice for genres that thrive on atmosphere and tension, like noir, horror, or sci-fi. However, its starkness may limit its versatility for lighter, or more detailed, storytelling styles that require subtler expressions or intricate color work. I would rate this style an 8 out of 10 for a graphic novel. Number 2. 10. Sketchy Atmospheric Storyboard. This style is a strong fit for a graphic novel, particularly in fantasy, post-apocalyptic, or adventure genres. Its painterly aesthetic, muted colors, and expressive character designs create a rich, immersive world, while the sketch-like quality adds dynamism and personality. The balance of detail in characters and environments makes it highly versatile for action-packed and story-driven narratives alike, earning it a 9 out of 10. Number 2. 18. Stylized Monochrome Nature. This is pretty good for a graphic novel, particularly in science fiction, dystopian, or supernatural genres. Its bold use of a limited color palette, gritty textures, and dramatic compositions creates a striking, atmospheric tone that enhances suspense and intrigue. The mix of futuristic and otherworldly elements with urban and natural environments makes it highly engaging and perfect for visually immersive storytelling. It is a 9 out of 10. Number 2. 0. Brilliant Elemental Panoramas. The vibrant mix of warm and cool tones, dynamic compositions, and rich detail make this style ideal for sci-fi, dystopian, or urban adventure graphic novels. It captures a cinematic and immersive atmosphere, drawing readers into high-energy and visually stunning worlds. While its dramatic flair suits action-packed narratives perfectly, it may overpower subtler stories. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10 for its compelling aesthetics and strong narrative potential, though its intensity might limit its versatility. Number 3. 8. Vibrant Oriental Mythology. The vibrant colors, whimsical designs, and detailed environments make this style well suited for graphic novels focused on fantasy and adventure, but it may lack versatility for darker, grittier narratives. While it excels at creating engaging, imaginative worlds, the saturated palette and playful tone could limit its appeal for more serious or nuanced storytelling. I would rate it an 8 out of 10, as its strengths in world building and charm are undeniable. But it might not work for every type of narrative. Number 4. 01. Monochrome graphic noir. The high contrast black, white, and yellow tones create a bold and striking aesthetic, perfect for noir, dystopian, or sci-fi graphic novels that rely on mood and tension. While it excels at delivering dramatic and action-driven visuals, the limited color palette might hinder its ability to convey subtle emotions or nuanced atmospheres. It's a solid 7 out of 10, with strong visual impact but limited versatility for diverse storytelling. Number 659. Neon fantasy vibrance. The neon-infused palette and intense contrasts create a vibrant, chaotic energy that is perfect for cyberpunk, fantasy, or apocalyptic graphic novels. The richly detailed characters and environments provide a visually striking backdrop for action-packed and otherworldly narratives. However, the extreme color saturation and busy compositions may overwhelm quieter or more nuanced storytelling. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, as its boldness is ideal for high-impact stories, but might limit its versatility for subtler genres. Number 833. Golden Sunset comic art. The warm dramatic color palette and cinematic compositions make this style highly engaging for action, dystopian, or urban sci-fi graphic novels. Its sharp character designs and detailed environments create a sense of immersion and tension, perfect for fast-paced narratives. However, the emphasis on intense hues and bold contrasts may overshadow subtler emotional moments, giving it a solid 8 out of 10 for its visual impact, but slightly limited versatility. Number 906. Orange Gritty Cinematic. The fiery, cinematic palette and moody lighting in this style make it an excellent fit for graphic novels in dystopian, cyberpunk, or dark fantasy genres. Its dynamic compositions and dramatic contrasts effectively convey tension and high stakes, immersing the reader in intense, action-driven narratives. However, the heavy reliance on saturated tones and dramatic effects might overwhelm subtle storytelling moments. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, as its atmospheric intensity is exceptional, but its focus on bold visuals might limit its flexibility. Number 943. Blue Stylized cartoon. The bold, flat color scheme and graphic shapes create a clean, modern aesthetic that works well for stylized sci-fi, adventure, or urban-themed graphic novels. Its limited but striking palette ensures visual clarity and strong focal points, though it may lack the depth and subtlety needed for emotionally complex or atmospheric storytelling. I'd rate it a 7 out of 10, as its sharp, minimalistic style is great for high-energy narratives but can feel restrictive for diverse storytelling needs. Number 983. Urban Desolation illustration. The moody, cinematic lighting and realistic detailing make this style highly effective for graphic novels in urban, dystopian, or horror genres. Its strong focus on atmosphere, combined with dark tones and dramatic contrasts, creates a gripping and immersive visual narrative. However, the reliance on a somber palette might limit its appeal for lighter or more diverse storytelling. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, as it excels in tension building and gritty realism, but may lack versatility for broader thematic use. Number 989. Vivid Vintage Pop Realism. The retro-futuristic aesthetic and vibrant, exaggerated visuals make this style a fantastic fit for graphic novels inspired by pulp fiction, classic sci-fi, or superhero genres. Its dynamic character designs and richly detailed cityscape evoke a nostalgic yet energetic tone, perfect for action-packed or campy storytelling. However, the highly stylized look might feel too niche for grounded or emotionally nuanced narratives. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, excelling in bold, genre-specific stories, but less adaptable for more subdued themes. Number 1027. Neon Splash illustration. The gritty, graffiti-inspired aesthetic and dynamic use of neon colors make this style a perfect fit for cyberpunk, urban dystopia, or punk-themed graphic novels. Its chaotic energy, Detailed characters and textured backdrops bring a raw, rebellious tone to the storytelling. However, the overwhelming intensity of colors and details might make it less suitable for subtler or emotionally delicate narratives. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, excelling at bold and edgy stories, but with limited versatility for quieter themes. Number 1063. Whimsical Adventure Fantasy. The painterly, whimsical style with muted yet expressive colors lends itself well to quirky, surreal, or post-apocalyptic graphic novels with an emotional or humorous tone. Its blend of fantastical elements, charmingly exaggerated characters, and textured environments creates an engaging and immersive visual experience. However, the stylized approach might feel too niche for more grounded or action-heavy narratives. I'd rate it a 9 out of 10, as it excels in creating a unique atmosphere and tone but might not suit every genre. Number 1068. Bright Urban Graffiti. The chaotic, graffiti-inspired style bursts with vibrant colors and dynamic energy, making it an excellent fit for graphic novels with urban, dystopian, or punk themes. Its exaggerated characters, intense details, and textured backgrounds evoke a gritty, rebellious atmosphere that pairs well with action or subversive narratives. However, the overwhelming color palette and visual density could limit readability and emotional subtlety in more restrained stories. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10, as its strength in bold storytelling comes at the cost of versatility for quieter or more nuanced genres. Number 1112. Monochrome Noir Drama. The dark, high-contrast aesthetic with striking red accents creates a brooding and dramatic visual style, making it ideal for graphic novels with themes of mystery, urban dystopia, or supernatural elements. The sharp details and cinematic framing lend a sense of intensity and depth, but the lack of color diversity could make it less suited for narratives requiring emotional variety or lighter tones. This style is highly effective for focused, atmospheric storytelling and deserves a 9 out of 10 for its thematic strength, though it may lack adaptability for more diverse genres. Number 1142. Ebony Woodland Mystique. The ornate and sculptural quality of the visuals evokes a sense of grandeur and mythology, making it highly suited for graphic novels exploring epic sci-fi or fantasy themes. The art style balances detailed realism with stylized framing, creating a timeless and cinematic atmosphere. Its specificity in tone and subject matter earns it an 8 out of 10, as it excels in narratives requiring gravitas but may feel overly rigid or ornate for more dynamic or light-hearted stories. Number 1229. Fluorescent Dreamscape Digital. The color palette of this style is vibrant and dynamic, offering strong contrasts with glowing effects that enhance the visuals. However, the character details and cityscapes can feel a bit overwhelming and might lack the clarity required for a graphic novel's sequential storytelling. While the aesthetic is striking, it may be challenging to maintain consistency across panels. Rating: 8 out of 10. Number 1232. Fiery Dynamic Abstract Digital. The highly atmospheric and cinematic visuals feature striking lighting effects and a dramatic contrast between fiery and cool tones. While the intense detail and glowing elements may feel overwhelming for sequential storytelling, they work brilliantly for cover art or pivotal moments. This approach earns a solid 8 out of 10. Number 1234. Moody Forest Illustration. The comic-inspired visuals combine bold outlines and vivid contrasts, making characters and environments stand out effectively. This style lends itself well to graphic novels due to its balance of detail and clarity, although some panels might feel a bit too busy for prolonged sequences. The overall execution is dynamic and visually engaging, earning a 9 out of 10. Number 1283. Bold Contrasting Graphic Dynamic. The vibrant orange palette and bold, graphic shapes give this style a modern and visually striking look. Its clean lines and minimalistic design work well for stylized or futuristic graphic novels. While it may not capture nuanced emotions or complex narratives, Its unique aesthetic makes a strong visual impact, earning it an 8 out of 10. Number 1302. Warm Earthy Retro Vintage. This retro-futuristic style blends vibrant warm tones with a nostalgic aesthetic, creating a strikingly unique yet versatile look. The bold contrasts and minimalist compositions make it suitable for both action-driven sequences and character-focused narratives. Its balance between artistic charm and practical readability earns it a 9 out of 10. Number 1329. Bold Orange and Green Stylized Atmospheric. The apocalyptic, high-contrast color scheme is visually striking, but its reliance on intense reds and blacks can limit versatility. While great for high-energy or climactic moments, it may not suit quieter or more diverse story scenes. For these reasons, it ranks 7 out of 10. Number 1357. Dark Orange Dramatic Cinematic. The cyberpunk-inspired visuals effectively convey a futuristic, gritty tone with intricate lighting and urban environments. While immersive and engaging for action or dystopian tales, the heavy reliance on dark palettes can make some details challenging to discern. Still, its versatility for mood-heavy scenes keeps it at a solid 8 out of 10. Number 1549. Comic Fantasy Noir. With its intense contrast and dramatic tones, this approach delivers a highly cinematic and action-packed feel. Characters exude personality, and the fiery backdrops amplify the energy. It's ideal for fast-paced, high-stakes graphic novels, earning it a solid 9 out of 10. Number 1594. Neo-noir pinup. This art style excels in creating rich textures and striking character designs, combining detailed anatomy with dynamic poses. The environment complements the characters well, creating a cohesive storytelling experience. A great choice for immersive storytelling, deserving an 8 out of 10. Number 1608. Futuristic Dystopian Serenity. Minimalistic yet atmospheric, this style thrives on muted palettes and abstract character rendering, making it ideal for introspective or dystopian tales. While it sacrifices detail for mood, the emotional weight carries the narrative effectively, giving it a 7 out of 10. Number 1609. Grim Monochrome Manga. Bold and sketch-like, this gritty style emphasizes rawness and realism, perfect for a grounded or noir-inspired story. While the rough textures bring a lot of charm, they might not suit every genre, but it still deserves an 8 out of 10. Number 1671. Vintage Dystopian Comic. This approach stands out with its raw, textured rendering and gritty ambiance, perfect for stories centered around survival or dystopian themes. The subtle interplay of shadows and earthy tones adds depth, making it compelling for immersive narratives. A well-deserved 8 out of 10. Number 1733. Minimalist Cyberpunk Sunset. The sharp contrast of bold reds, blacks, and whites gives this style a minimalist yet striking visual identity, ideal for futuristic or abstract storytelling. While its simplicity is eye-catching, it may lack the nuance needed for emotional depth. Still, it achieves a powerful visual impact, earning it an 8 out of 10. Number 1763. Rustic Pastel Wilderness. Featuring light sketchwork and ethereal environments, this style captures a dreamy, melancholic vibe. It's well suited for introspective or post-apocalyptic narratives, though its softer details might not work for high-action sequences. Its atmosphere secures it a 7 out of 10. Number 1898. Psychedelic Fantasy Adventure. Bursting with vivid colors and dynamic lighting, this vibrant style creates a futuristic, high-energy world. It thrives in stories filled with action and adventure, with its bold imagery engaging readers instantly. This striking visual style earns a strong 9 out of 10. Number 1916. Gothic Fantasy Digital Illustration. The dramatic lighting, rich shadows, and Gothic architecture in this set create an ominous and mysterious atmosphere. It is perfect for dark fantasy or urban noir narratives, as it successfully conveys tension and intrigue. This style earns a solid 9 out of 10. Number 1. 928. Dark Twisted Surreal Illustration. Intricately detailed with a monochromatic palette, this style evokes a vintage, retro-futuristic vibe. Its highly detailed cityscapes and textures are ideal for dystopian or sci-fi themes, though it might feel visually heavy for some readers. It deserves a commendable 8 out of 10. Number 1. 947. Fluorescent Dreamscape Illustration. The neon-soaked colors and surreal imagery bring an eccentric, vibrant energy to this style. While visually captivating, it leans heavily into its psychedelic theme, which may not fit all genres. For its bold creativity, this style earns an 8 out of 10. Number 2. 043. Electric Dystopian Urban Fantasy. The use of pink and magenta hues combined with futuristic urban landscapes creates a visually striking cyberpunk aesthetic. It captures the chaos and energy of futuristic city life, making it ideal for high-tech, fast-paced stories. This earns it a strong 9 out of 10. Number 2. 058. Inferno Horizon Graphic Tale. The high-contrast palette with deep reds and blacks emphasizes intensity and drama, making it ideal for action-packed narratives or dystopian worlds. The vivid composition draws the viewer in but might feel overwhelming in prolonged use. For its striking impact, this style deserves a 9 out of 10. Number 2. 080. Steel Horizon Action Illustration. This style uses a desaturated, gritty aesthetic with an emphasis on destruction and chaos, perfectly capturing post-apocalyptic or war-torn scenarios. The realism blends well with the grim tone, but it may lack flexibility for lighter themes. It earns a solid 8 out of 10. Number 215. Bold Graphic Narrative. The bold orange and white tones paired with graphic minimalist designs evoke a retro-futuristic comic book vibe. It's visually engaging, with a strong sense of nostalgia and energy, though the limited palette might constrain versatility. This style is a standout at 9 out of 10. Number 2360. Electric Neon Graphic. The neon purples and blues, combined with sharp geometric shapes, give this style a sleek, futuristic cyberpunk feel. It excels in depicting high-tech, urban environments but may feel too stylized for other genres. For its immersive and modern appeal, it scores an 8 out of 10. Number 586. Dark Fantasy Nocturne. With a dark, moody atmosphere and subtle red accents, this style is perfect for Gothic or suspenseful storytelling. Its detailed environments and haunting imagery create a sense of mystery, though its heavy tone may limit adaptability. This hauntingly immersive style earns a strong 9 out of 10. Number 652. Campfire Shadow Narratives. A vibrant mix of neon highlights and warm hues brings a playful yet mysterious energy, ideal for whimsical or fantastical narratives. The depth and dynamic compositions make it visually rich, though it might feel overly stylized for serious themes. This colorful approach gets an 8 out of 10. Number 665. Glowing Abyss Chronicles. This gritty dystopian aesthetic emphasizes shadows, decay, and stark contrasts, making it well-suited for apocalyptic or high-stakes sci-fi worlds. While its intensity draws viewers in, the lack of color diversity might limit broader applications. It stands out at 9 out of 10. Number 686. Vermilion Sci-fi Odyssey. A bright, clean design infused with robotics and urban landscapes evokes a futuristic yet grounded world. The vibrant details make it great for sci-fi adventures, though it leans heavily on its technological focus. For its sharp and polished execution, it scores 8 out of 10. Number 712. Flamebound Sorcery Portraiture. With its bold use of neon purples, reds, and oranges, This style feels electric and chaotic, perfectly suited for high-energy, dystopian cityscapes or action-packed adventures. The vibrancy is captivating, but might overwhelm more nuanced storytelling. This dynamic style earns an 8 out of 10 for its striking visuals. Number 2, 7, 3, 4. Dynamic action concept art. Warm tones dominate this polished and detailed style, offering a rich portrayal of futuristic or apocalyptic worlds. The balance between character focus and environmental storytelling is excellent, though the somewhat uniform palette could limit versatility. For its cinematic and immersive quality, this scores a strong 9 out of 10. Number 2, 754. Heroic digital illustration. This gritty, grounded approach highlights raw, intense emotions and settings that feel alive with tension and conflict. The muted color scheme supports serious and dramatic storytelling but might lack appeal for lighter themes. Its realistic depth and texture deserve a solid 9 out of 10. Number 2, 763. Neon Noir illustration. Blending neon lights with moody backdrops, this style captures a nostalgic yet futuristic vibe. The vibrant palette and dramatic contrasts excel in creating atmospheric scenes but may feel overly stylized in subtle narratives. Its visually engaging design earns an 8 out of 10. Number 2, 811. Cosmic action brushwork. The vibrant neon hues and glowing cityscapes here create an electrifying and futuristic atmosphere, perfect for high-energy sci-fi narratives. The color contrasts are striking but might be too intense for more nuanced or emotional scenes. Overall, its captivating and bold design earns it an 8 out of 10. Number 2973. Molten Cyberpunk Horizon. This style focuses on intricate armor designs and gritty characters, blending cyberpunk and post-apocalyptic vibes seamlessly. The darker tones punctuated by glowing accents work well for intense, action-driven stories. With its detailed and dramatic approach, this style scores a 9 out of 10. And that is it for the styles for this video. I hope you found some styles that are useful to you. And I do apologize for the slight delay in releasing this video. It ended up being quite research intense, so I'm thinking of maybe doing some shorter and simpler videos again for the next couple of weeks. It is beginning to be that time when Midjourney seems to be gearing up for the release of version 7, which will probably bring lots of new things to discover and rediscover. But do let me know what kind of video you would like to see me do next. Would you like some more SREF code exploration, deep dives, or something else entirely? I would also like to thank all of my patrons who really support this channel. I can't thank you enough for your support. So if you would also like to support this channel, check out the link in the description of this video. As a bonus to my supporting Patreon members, I have made available all of the prompts and images in a PDF format. And you also get to see my videos a day early and ad-free. If you are not up for that, that's okay. You can still bring a smile to my face by subscribing or simply liking this video. And yes, I actually do have a totally human face. I don't know if I am ready to reveal it yet, or my actual voice, but I have some thoughts and plans that probably my lovely patrons will exclusively see, or at least will see before anyone else. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching and let's continue prompting.